right, so let's move on to our next topic. New York Times Magazine is suggesting that Robert Pattinson is the last true movie star. All right, he got the security of working on a franchise with a big director, prestige from starring in indie films, and the power to say no to television, they say. So what do you think makes a true movie star today?
Controversial take. I don't think it's Robert Pattinson. I mean, no disrespect to him, and I'm sure he's a fine actor. I've just only seen one of his films, and so he's forever Edward Cullen to me from Twilight. So I think that that's one of the things that makes him not a movie star to the caliber of other people, because I know him for one role, and he can't break out of it in my head. That might just be me.
That's interesting.
I think they have to have consistency, some depth, longevity. So to me, a movie star today is a Viola Davis, a Denzel Washington, Al Pacino, Meryl Streep, James Dench, Helen Mirren. You notice something? They're not 20. That's number one. And number two, their roles often transcend the film. So Meryl Streep can be in anything, and she gets nominated because she's Meryl Streep, for example.
Yeah. Well, you said they're all older, and that's what my brain goes to too. I think of someone like Paul Newman, you know, is a movie star, and I don't want my movie stars to be on social media. I think that's what makes a big movie star. You don't see your Daniel Day-Lewis on social media. You don't
Posting
see
pictures
it.
of his
Robert
cat.
Pattinson doesn't have it. But then I got to thinking, like, maybe they weren't on social media because they didn't have social media. And maybe Paul Newman would be on social media. He could push his salad dressing out there.
He probably would.
But Robert Redford, his colleague in so many different films, you know, he again is a big movie star, and he's not on social media. It's that I don't want to see you.
Okay, but here's the deal. I think Robert Pattinson, I don't know about this title they're giving him, but I'd say he's the last generation of actors who can choose not to be on social media. Because right now, it's not about how talented you are, or how good looking you are, or how much time you've done in theater. It is about what's your following. Every casting director now, before they cast a movie, because they're afraid to lose money. So they're thinking, what's the sure bet? So the bigger your social media following, the more likely it is that you're gonna end up in that big blockbuster movie. So there's less opportunities for Robert before he was like in that other movie, in those series. I never watched them. I don't know the name of them. To get that opportunity, Twilight, sorry, thank you. There's less opportunity for those people because if you don't have the numbers, they're not gonna take a chance on you. So I'd say he's the last of that generation who can not have a following, choose not to be on social media, and still have that big career.
What do you think, Riley?
That's interesting.
That's fair. I think very interesting. I also, though, I think, notice the men that they have on the list. First of all, that they are all men. And I think that this is important because, like, women, I feel like, get very few chances to rebrand in the way, or to be boring in the way that men do. For example, like somebody that's around the same age that I would consider like a movie star would be like Jennifer Lawrence, right? You know, she was a character actor, did Hunger Games, and then she went on to win Oscars,
That's a great point.
did all these things, but people thought she was annoying. And they will like never let her forget that. And now she's come back. She took all this hiatus for, you know, numbers of years.
Got married.
Yeah, came back. And like, I think maybe she could be an exception in this rule. But I think that generally we focus on women in Hollywood a lot more and scrutinize what they wear and what they do and all of these things. Men are allowed to be boring. You know, I just think that they are. And so the aloofness that I do think adds to it, you know, that everything that they do with the media feels very deliberate, that they don't have to have social media. I think that definitely adds to the movie star je ne sais quoi. But like that, I think you are more likely to find it with the men. And that's why you'll see DiCaprio and Keanu Reeves on this list and Brad Pitt and all of these guys that it's just like they show up wearing a suit and they're done. You know?
I hope Judi Dench isn't on there or my heart will be broken. Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.